This is KETK Today.
One East Texas county using animals to help ease the nerves of kids in the courtroom. And the Lone Star State at the top tier in the world's oil production. News for your Friday morning, April 25th, 2014. Good Friday morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jen Jacobson. It's 6:31 and about 55 degrees outside, which reminds me, one wise man used to tell me, it doesn't matter where you start, it matters where you finish. So that's kind of the story weather-wise today, huh, Robert?
It really is. A nice cool start, and then we'll finish on a warm note, up into the 80s, low humidity, and wind not too strong at all. So only about 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the northeast, early southeast later on, and then tonight kind of cool. And then we'll start the humidity again for the weekend tomorrow.
Oh, sounds like a pretty nice day is today, so get out and enjoy that nice warm weather.
It will be.
Thank you, Robert. Texas is taking a stronger stand against the federal government's Bureau of Land Management. The issue covers about 90,000 acres along the Red River. That's the natural border between Texas and Oklahoma. The BLM is overseeing the possibility of the Fed taking over and owning those privately held lands, deeded property for generations of Texas landowners. Earlier this week, Attorney General Greg Abbott sent a letter to the government warning them not to consider a land grab here. Governor Rick Perry backed him up.
It's not a dare, it's a promise that we're going to stand up for private property rights.
Governor Perry told Fox News the government is out of control. He says the American people don't want to see another exhibition where the federal government comes in with armed troops over what is essentially an issue that can be resolved with a little common sense. In the Middle East, the Iraqi army is collapsing quickly while the al-Qaeda splinter group ISIS is now in the control of all border crossings into Iraq from Syria and one from Jordan. Secretary of State John Kerry is in Baghdad in a last-ditch effort to save Iraq as a country. President Obama could order U.S. airstrikes, but not to save Iraq's Shia Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki. Privately, Kerry is urging Shia officials to dump Maliki and is asking Sunnis if they really want democracy. Meanwhile, ISIS militias continue their push toward Baghdad. Lawmakers for the Boston bombing suspect want to move his trial to Washington, D.C. Dzhokhar Tsarnaev's defense attorney claims he can't get a fair trial in Boston. They say it's an overwhelming presumption of guilt in Massachusetts, and a high number of potential jurors either went to or ran in the 2013 Boston Marathon, or they know someone who did. Tsarnaev pleaded not guilty to federal charges for the two explosions that went off during the marathon. Former NFL player and actor Terry Bradshaw was on Fox News giving his 2 cents on Hillary Clinton's presidential prospects. Bradshaw said he does not trust or like Mrs. Clinton and said the only reason she's on Fox is because she's promoting books. Canada is known for Mounties, maple syrup, and of course, the Mighty Moose. One in particular set up shop in the middle of a busy Ontario neighborhood yesterday. It looks like the moose likes one home in particular, settling down in the yard for hours. The homeowner was a bit shocked to find it outside his door there, as you can see. Eventually, the animal was tranquilized, moved, and released into the wild.
A good way to get, I guess, your shrubbery messed up, depending on what these animals eat. So.
Yeah, and this is the time of the year where a lot of animals come out because the weather is just so nice.
Yeah, getting into snake season, too, in East Texas as we warm on up.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jen Jacobson. With me is meteorologist Dr. Robert Thornton. Good morning.
Good morning. It is muggy.
Yeah, it sure is. And whether you like rain or shine, it seems like we'll get the whole package today, right, Robert? The trial for a Longview man accused of killing his neighbor at a party last April has been postponed. 43-year-old Cedric Carswell was arrested after police say he shot and killed Huey Gray in the 400 block of Walnut Street. Carswell's trial was supposed to start on Monday, but court documents were filed, pushing back the date even further. A Texas man has admitted he is guilty to having a relationship with a teenager, even though he knew he was HIV positive. Prosecutors said when Matthew Lewis Reese was 30, he had sex with a 15-year-old girl and gave her HIV. He pleaded guilty Monday and got a 55-year sentence as well as 2 20-year sentences. The prosecution wants Reese to serve those consecutively. The Lufkin Daily News reports, according to the sheriff, the Angelina County jail warden stopped 5 inmates from smuggling a pound of cocaine into jail. Tuesday gave a better idea of the destructive force of a powerful set of twin tornadoes that hit a small Nebraska town, killing 2 and injuring dozens. Aerials show much of Pilger was flattened by Monday's twisters. The National Weather Service gave the tornadoes an EF4 ranking. Yesterday also saw other reported tornadoes and storms across the Midwest. We've been very fortunate here in East Texas not to see any of that, Robert, but we have been lucky lucky to see some rain.
Yeah, we have.
The outside's nothing compared to that. Thank goodness we don't have any snow. And
Right.
it's easier to nudge off that ice, you know, up down here than it is up there.
Yes, oh yes. Yeah, it takes a lot longer to
Yeah.
do it in those areas. Your forecast for today, we're going to make it up to a high of 58 degrees today. We'll see
Nice.
plenty of sunshine across East Texas, even warmer in store for your weekend as well. And then we have some chances of rain to come back in. A slight chance on Sunday. Better chances look to be in the middle part of next week.
Sounds pretty good.
Uh-huh.
All right, thanks, Marcus.
Okay, Jen.
If you haven't heard, it's Black Friday all day. Seems like every year the doorbusters are opening earlier and earlier, which sometimes means crazier and crazier. It was madness inside this North Carolina Walmart Thursday night. This video was taken right after the HDTVs and other electronics went on sale, and a similar scene played out at a Huntsville, Alabama department store. The gates were lifted and eager shoppers streamed into the Belk department store at Parkway Place Mall. About 1,500 protests have been planned by workers and activists at Walmart locations around the country today. The protests will reportedly focus on the low wages and limited benefits offered to Walmart employees. Walmart is the largest employer in the U.S., putting more than 1 million people to work. And as you can imagine, here in Tyler, the mall is packed with shoppers hoping to score some sweet Black Friday deals. KTK's Alexa Vogue is brave enough to battle the crowds too. She joins us live this morning to tell us how it's looking out there. Alexa? Thanks, Alexa. While you're distracted by all the chaos trying to find those good deals, Tyler police are warning you, stay safe while you shop. Police says auto burglaries are always up this time of the year. They say you'd be surprised by how many little mistakes people continue to make. Police say when walking to and from your car, always be aware of your surroundings and store bags and gifts in the trunk. This is for all those fashionistas who love Louis Vuitton. Russian officials have ordered the removal of this giant Louis Vuitton suitcase from Red Square. The publicity stunt, which was to house a charity exhibition about travel, drew complaints from Russian lawmakers and tourists. So organizers were told to pack it up. But you know, they make so much money, I'm sure that it's fine. It's gigantic.
Gosh, okay, that's a lot bigger than what I thought.
Yeah, it's like as big as a
Wow.
castle there.
Giant suitcase.
You know, those suitcases and purses cost like thousands of dollars. Is that not insane?
Yeah. Seeing that I don't buy purses, but I mean a suitcase, yeah, that's pretty expensive, I guess. That's a
So your fiance hasn't asked you for one of those things?
no, she is not yet. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
once we're married, I guess she might.
She's probably a keeper for that, huh?
Yeah.
Black Friday is officially underway, and major retailers aren't the only ones with their doors wide open to fit the crowds. Plenty of shops started offering their Black Friday deals last night. As KTK's Kristen Chapman reports, plenty of East Texans lined up to cash in. And floats and marching bands all preceded the star of the parade. Santa Claus made his grand appearance straight from the North Pole. But oh man, I would not want to be one of those people holding down the balloons. I'd be way too cold. Marcus, any strong winds or storms coming our way this weekend?
No, Jen, we're not
Your
expecting any.
gratitude on our website, ktanbc.com. Boy, one thing I was sure thankful for yesterday was all that sunshine we had, Marcus. Are we going to get lucky and see some more of that today?
Yeah, Jen, we're going to see lots to come on Wednesday and Thursday.
But that's good to see. We do need the rain, and the temperatures are just going uphill from here, so that's good news
That's
for
right.
us.
Yeah, it is good.
But today is a little bit colder than the average, right?
Yes. Our average low for this time of year is into the 40s, so we're running about 10
Yeah.
to 12 degrees below that.
And I cannot imagine going out Black Friday shopping right now. They have got to be freezing.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that they were.
They
really
are
cold.
so tough to brave that. I couldn't do it, but more props to you. All right, thanks, Marcus.
Okay.
It is 5:09 and 28 degrees outside. You know, all that Black Friday shopping folks are doing right now, well, it'd be a whole lot easier if they had a smartphone. We'll show you some of the latest technology tricks and some sweet shopping tips after the break. It's the first hard freeze of the season. Find out how to protect yourself from the cold. And the city of Tyler possibly getting their first animal shelter. That's this Wednesday morning, November 13th, 2013. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jen Jacobson. Bob Burkeen is out on assignment. We've made it halfway to the weekend, and now we've just got to get through that cold front that creeped out on us last night. What is it, 29 degrees outside, Katie? How long is that going to last? Miss arrived early for one Fort Worth teen who loves his video games. The official release of the Xbox One is next Friday, but it's sitting in this 14-year-old's room. The teen pre-ordered the hottest gift of the holiday season on November 4th, and it arrived at his doorstep 3 days later. His big brother says the lucky teen was shocked.
Preston, screaming at the top of his lungs, "You won't believe it! I got the Xbox One!"
Tech bloggers received the new gaming system ahead of its release date. All were sent out by Target in what the company calls a computer glitch. But the systems are not connecting and probably won't until November 22nd. Cards ready? This year, it's a retail race to see who can open their doors the earliest on Black Friday and even Thanksgiving Day. Some stores like Kmart are opening as early as 6 on Thanksgiving morning. Holiday shoppers are expected to spend about 3.9% more this year than they did last year. Let's take a final look at the morning's headlines. The Smith County Sheriff's Office tells KETK they have found the stolen getaway vehicle used during a bank robbery on Friday. Deputies say the stolen 2009 Cadillac was found in Cherokee County early Sunday morning. The car reportedly belongs to an Austin bank attendant threatened in Friday's robbery. Deputies say they're searching the car for any evidence that may be connected to that crime. The Longview ISD Board of Trustees will try again to reach a decision on the hiring of Horace Williams for superintendent. A special meeting is set for tonight at 6:30. Board members will once again discuss the possibility of hiring the lone superintendent finalist. Williams served as superintendent for Cedar Hill ISD before coming to Longview. Residents and board members have expressed concerns because Williams left Cedar Hill amid controversy and a budget shortfall. Cities across Gregg County are taking action to prevent mosquitoes and the deadly West Nile virus. Last summer, there was one case of West Nile virus in Gregg County, and this year officials are not cutting any corners when it comes to mosquito prevention. Kilgore and White Oak have been spraying for the past 30 days and will continue all summer long. But in Longview, spraying has not yet begun because city officials say it is the least effective way to repel the bugs. And finally, Bob Dylan's originally handwritten lyrics to Like a Rolling Stone are coming up for auction. The lyrics are being sold as part of Rock and Roll History Sale this Tuesday. The lyrics could fetch between $1 million and $2 million big ones. Also on the block, the peacock jumpsuit that Elvis Presley wore in his Las Vegas performance, an upright piano played by Elton John and David Bowie is also up for auction. A lot of great items up for grabs there. Now, I just learned a certain someone in the studio has quite a big crush on David Bowie.